Well, I'm on the top road here now. Just spin round. Rivington Pike is up there, so that's a great viewpoint. But just looking down at Horwich here, you know, it's a beautiful town. I mean, everybody tries to knock it, but it's a beautiful town because literally 5-minute walk and you're in the countryside. You go around there and you go around to Adlington and Chorley, and you can just see the Welsh Hills just in the distance. But yeah, you got Reebok there, you got where Bolton Wanderers play. Yeah, so anyway, I'm going back up there now, round the Pike, around the Chinese Gardens, past the Lady Tower, turn right, and then down into the top road near Belmont, then onto the moor. So, there you go. Isn't it beautiful up here? You know, everybody comes to the Pike, which is wonderful, don't get me wrong, but they never turn left and come on the top road, and they miss all this. They just go up to the Pike and back down again, and that's the walk over and done with. Just walk towards Belmont on this top road and just get a grip and see all this. Stunning. See all the cotton there? Look at it all, it's everywhere. Just thought I'd show you all this. This is actually wild cotton, because Lancashire was obviously a long time ago a cotton producing county. Obviously this is just now wild, but it literally is all over the moors, which I'll show you later. See, there's even some over there, look. So they're just growing away. But then obviously it got cultivated, and then all the growing then went over to the southern states of America, and as I say, the rest is history. But yeah, wild cotton. Just come from, you see all these trees planted? It's part of the replanting of England. There's something like God knows how many million trees planted, which I think is just an absolutely amazing thing. And just go up into the distance there, so that's the Lancashire Way, which is where I'm going, and that will literally drop me off in Brinscall. But it's a good hour and a half, 2 hours walk yet then. So looking forward to that, up on the moors, which is my happy place, and I'll drop in again when I'm up there. A great view. All the way around. These stone walls again. I've been here for hundreds of years. All dry stone, Oh crap. And we're still going onwards and upwards over the moor. And these stone flags which I've mentioned before, out of some mill in Blackburn I believe, and the moor rangers and the councils in their amazing wisdom, thank you, preserve the moor because it's a stepping stone path. Seen all the cotton again, all over. It always fascinates me when I come here. This is, it's part of the Lost Farms. This is the Drinkwaters farm that was just here, the farmhouses and the farm barns. And there are over 50 farms that just on in this moorland landscape. 50! Wow! And they were built up in the 1700s, 1800s. Just by stones and stones and stones. Amazing. The Mayer family lived at the Drinkwaters farm in the 1930s before moving to Rattenclough. It was abandoned and then rumoured to have been used as artillery practice during the Second World War. Crikey. And then just a little bit lower down is obviously the famous Joe's Cup. Joe the Fell Runner. And we've got two visitors here coming up, as you can see. Mama and the little baby. But yeah, Joe's Cup. This is a well-known part of this walk, and everybody knows where Joe's Cup is and Joe's Cup. And it's an incredible memorial to Joe, who was a fell runner. It's brilliant, actually. But just look at the view. Just look at that view. Crikey. Oh well. So while I'm on my own, and people around me don't think I'm a bit doolally for talking to myself, to a camera. So I've come back from the second Camino, the Portugal coastal Camino, which is a 12-day walk, but I took 13 days. So that's Camino number 2. Camino number 1 last year was Française, which is a 500 mile, 5.5 week, 6 week walk, which is, if you can afford the time, and obviously the accommodation, depending where you stay, is the benchmark. It is a superb walk. The Portuguese Camino, again, it's a great walk, short walk, but great walk, if you can't afford the time. Scenery is absolutely stunning, especially the first 2 days, 3 days. Well, all of it's great, but there's a lot of coastal walking the first 2 days, 3 days. So next year, still up in the air at the moment. I'd like to walk another walk with my walking buddy Cameron. But yeah, that's about 100 miles, which is a week's walk, give or take. So maybe the Cotswolds or the Abbey Way, the Abbey Trail Way, or the not Saint Anne's, it's the Lady Anne Way, which is again about 100 miles over the North Yorkshire Dales, which would be lovely. Or the Cheshire Canal Walk, which is again just over 100 miles. So there's lots of them, 100 miles-ish or so. So I am sure we will pick a route and commit. I'd like to do another Camino. Now, again, there's another 7 or 8. I was thinking the Primitivo, the Camino Primitivo, which is along the north coast of Spain, from Orvieto to Santiago, of course. It's another 12-day walk, but the first 3, 4, 5 days are a bit uppy downy, like the first 2 or 3 days of the Française Camino. So So you get some mountain views, which is good. However, to get a mountain view, you've got to walk up a damn mountain. So there you go. But then I believe then it straightens out a bit. So there you go. Next year, I'm going to carry on walking this year, of course, and find some other routes. I want to do the other peaks. I've done Whernside. I'd like to do Pennygent and the other one, whatever it is. So I'd like to button those off this season, and then just see what the winter brings, really. So yeah, it's happy days. There's a guy playing around in a plane up there, and we're just coming to the end of this. Just turn it round. Just coming to the end of this track where that bunch of trees is down there. Then we walk down into Brinscall. So I'll clock in again there. I've just got to capture some of this awesomeness of where I am. Babbling brook at the side. Leafy path. Nobody around. Just me and my thoughts. And the music playing in my ears, of course. Isn't it gorgeous, that? Just gone through Brinscall on the way to White Coppice. On the path at the side of the river. Yeah, see? There's nothing so quintessential English as the sound of leather on willow. That's cricket, dear boy. What a wonderful, wonderful way of spending a Saturday afternoon. White Coppice. So I've turned right from the White Coppice track and coming another different way on, but I thought I'd have a look at these beautiful rhododendrons. Absolutely gorgeous showing. Aren't they gorgeous? On that side as well, look at that. How beautiful is that? So it's been quite a nice so I just come across there and up here now to the road that goes in between the two reservoirs that goes to Rivington. It's a beautiful time here. Look at all these roads. One of the final wood walks before I get to Rivington Bottom Barn, and then it's basically homeward bound after that. However, it's a beautiful walk, do you not say? Covered in trees. There's actually a Go Ape section there built into the woods for all those daring health enthusiasts. And obviously somebody's having some den building here, which is wonderful. Getting back into nature with these youngsters. Oh, nearly home. Hi. It's not bottom end of Libby Park Avenue going towards Horwich. There's a bus stop there, so I have called out international rescue because my feet are absolutely buzzing. It's been a bit of a big day today, but enjoyed it all the same though. So yeah, about 5 minutes more walking and then I'm calling it a day. So I'll post it all online on YouTube.